Hello, all my friends in TV land. This is Senior Issues, etc., and I'm your host, Vita Verdon. I've got such a good treat for you today. Hurry up, get your coffee or your beer or your Coca-Cola. Come sit down, relax. This one's for you. Thank you for tuning in. You won't be sorry. I've got such a nice treat, and I've got the leader of the Kitchen Klangers. Now the question in, what is a Kitchen Klanger? Is it a religious group? Do they remodel kitchens, or are they musical? We've got a few cute little clues for you today. In front of us is the leader of the group, Marilyn Gillies, and she's got a keyboard, so that's a clue. Now, I know that I've known you for quite a while, and you have quite a musical background, and you come from quite a musical family, and that you do everything by ear. That is a really gift on your family lineage. Now, at what age did you start playing the piano?
I was about between 4 and 5 years old.
Now, when you start playing the piano, did you just like take it up, or you watched your mother or something?
No, I would listen to my mother, and then I'd go in and try to pick it out. And I don't know any key. I mean, Jeff here has to always tell me what key to go into, because I don't know. Because I don't know keys. I only play by ear.
You just play by ear?
Yeah, so I'd listen to her, and then I'd pick it up and play it.
I know you have a brother that's musical. He plays the guitar. But I think the remarkable one was your mother. Because I know you mentioned to me before the show at what age before she died, she was still playing the piano. What age was that?
She was 100 years and 9 months old when she died. And she was playing for those little children. 5 days before that, she sat down and played for the kids at the Libertyville Manor.
That is really something. Now, do you have somebody out there you want to blow a kiss to today?
Oh, how about all my grandkids?
Okay, that's really good.
There's a lot of them.
Now we're going to get over to your cohort, or what do you call him, your road runner?
He's my roadie.
Your roadie? Okay, and this is Jeffrey Holland, and he leads up with his guitar, and he's got a musical background too.
Oh,
so
true.
Jeff, why don't you just look right into that camera over there and tell the folks out there, they all love you already, a little bit about yourself.
Hi, I'm Jeff Holland, and I'm from Half Day, or Lincolnshire, and grew up there, and now I live in Libertyville with my family, and we've lived there for maybe 30 years or so. It's a nice town, and I got my first guitar from my grandfather in
That's
1964.
Nice. As a present?
As a present, right after the Beatles were on, then he showed up with a guitar.
How old were you then?
I was 10 and a half.
Oh, isn't that nice?
Yeah.
And so did you get lessons right away?
Oh, yes, yeah. I took lessons for a long time.
So you have a musical line in your family too then?
Oh, yes, yeah. Both my parents and my grandfather he had like the village band in Sister Bay. Back.
Well, now, do you have somebody that you want to blow a kiss to?
Well, I guess I hope my wife will be watching.
Okay.
She
blow
might
a nice kiss to her. What is her name?
Her name is Jill.
Okay, a big one. On this show, we give smackers, not little pets. Great big smackers.
I'm not sure she'd know what to do with that.
Okay. Go ahead. Go do it. All right.
Okay.
Now we're going to get down to solving this mystery. Marilyn, what is a kitchen clanger, actually?
A kitchen clanger is a person that's older who can bang on a pot or a pan to the music. They have all kinds of things they use.
So these kitchen implements, pots and pans, are used as instruments.
Right.
Okay. And now I know this goes from way back. Now I'm going to give a little history, a very brief history on the Kitchen Klangers. It originated on September 11th in the year 2000. And how it originated is, at that time, I was on the senior council in Libertyville, Illinois, about 30 miles northwest of Chicago, and my job was to do variety shows. And so I was always looking around for talent for the variety shows. So at that time there was a discotheque for seniors, and it was from 3 in the afternoon until 7 in the evening. It was called Papa Gus's, and it was located outside of in Salem, Wisconsin. And you could go there for $5, get a special of the day, and you could stay there all evening, and you could dance, and they had several bands. It was a place where all seniors and several bands came. And they had a big kitchen band there. And since I was in charge of doing the variety shows, I invited the band down to play for one of the variety shows. And it went over so big that I approached, at that time it was Senator Adeline Giacaris, if she would finance us and get us some grant money, if we could start a kitchen band in Libertyville, Illinois. So it was launched on September 11th in the year 2000. And so that was the start of it. But I started the kitchen band on September 11th. On September 19th, I started the television show, and who knew both would go, and I was going crazy. I couldn't handle it, so I had to turn it over. So it was turned over and eventually landed in your hands.
Yeah.
And so you're going to pick it up from there, that what's happened to it since then, how you started and how many members there was.
When I started, there were 31 members, and we're down now to 13. We've lost a lot of people, or they've passed on, or they've moved away, And so we're always anxious to get new members. And
now, how could they get new members? Now, who would they call you?
yes, they call me at
Let's give the telephone number nice and clear.
847-566-6793.
Okay, give it one more time.
847-566-6793.
Okay, and also, if anybody wants to engage the Kitchen Klangers, you are the lead of it, and I know you're starting up again in April.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Well, it depends on if March is okay, we can start then, but
In good weather, because everybody
Yeah.
has gotten up in years.
yeah, and I don't want anybody falling down and breaking a hip.
Right. Now, if a person, let's get a little bit more specific. Now, a person doesn't have to have any musical background whatsoever.
None. And if they just clap their hands, that's fine. But most everybody can take a pot and bang it, with a wooden spoon or
Maybe a whisk.
a whisk. Yeah. They use all kinds of little things.
One of the things that I did want to mention is how the name Kitchen Klanger came about. I think that's an important factor. How the name came about, the band started, and it started bang, with a bang.
Yeah.
And I think that we had, in the beginning, it was over 45 people to start with, so it was a huge group. And so here we started, and we didn't have a name for it. And so there were several names were brought up, and it was dwindled down to about 3 names, and one of which was the Kitchen Klangers. So what we did is we had a contest, and I was already doing the television show. So as part of the contest, what we offered to people is which name did they want. So the other 2 names, which I forgot at the moment, but one of the name that stuck out was the Kitchen Klangers, and that was submitted by one of the members who's since gone on, has deceased, and her name was Ruth Nelson, and she was a banjo and a ukulele player she had come over from a group that was called the Hummers and the Strummers. And as a matter of fact, she was on my first show. She did the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy from Company Beat, and she did such a cute job of it. So that's how the name, we wanted to give you a very brief history on it. So it's nice to know that this has such a longevity to it. And I know that you're like we are. We're going to go until we drop dead, if hopefully not on on camera.
Yeah.
And so we're so glad to have us with you, and we're hoping that you're prepared to do a little bit of entertaining for us, because I know everybody would like to hear your music, and the people who aren't exposed to it, this is just a fraction of what the Kitchen Band looks at. And right now, what I want to give you is, I got a lot of information to bring forth, is we call it Vita's Pearls of Wisdom. Okay, you know I always have you in mind, and I got my ear out there listening for what is the latest scam. I got what the latest scam is, so open up your ears now. I want you to hear this because it's real slick. You answer the phone and they say, hello, this is the security department. There's been suspicious activity on your Visa or MasterCard. Now go and get your card. They don't tell you which card, your Visa or MasterCard. Okay, here's the ploy. Here's the rub. You go and get your card, and then they say, they may have two numbers of your card. The last number is this. Now verify it. And what they want to get is the other numbers off the card. Now I called Visa. I didn't give them any information, and I called Visa. And Visa gave me some very good information. Sometimes credit card companies will call you on the phone, but you still don't have to answer. You could say, what is your number? I'll call you right back. And if it's a legitimate call, you'll get right back to them and you can take care of the problem. But if it is not a legitimate call, then they won't know anything about it. And they said that they've been getting a lot of calls on this. This is the latest rub that's out there. So I want you all to be aware of this. You never have to give any information about anything out over the phone, and don't believe anybody. Hey, this is your grandson's in trouble. Hey, this is happening. Give me your number and I'll get back to you. You got that? Because they're getting so slick, and who they have targeted is us seniors. We're supposed to be the dumb ones. Let us be the smart ones and not get caught in any of these traps. Now, I have something else to tell you. You know that since I broke this leg again, and that's the last break, I'm not getting another one, I have a walker. And what I had in the bottom of my walker was a couple little tennis balls. And those tennis balls wore down, and I was scuffling along with it. But I went to the hospital supply company. Actually, I went to Fairhaven on 176, but they're all over. I know there's a good one in Waukegan. And I got for the bottom little legs of my walker what they call skis. And the skis are a couple skis. And now I'm just skiing along. I hope I don't bump into any trees with my skis, because the skis go so fast. So I want you, and they only cost I think they cost about $23. So it's a relatively low price, and it's well worth it. So take care of yourself, and if you need a walker, use it. I'm not taking any chances in this slick weather. Now, also, you can go into my website and you can see any past shows, because I'm giving a lot of information out. And the website is Senior Issues, etc. etc. is etc.org. So go into the website and you'll come right up to the home page. And on the home page, all those good-looking people that you see there, the pictures of, that's us. We're the good-looking old folks up there. Then you come down and it will tell you, like we said when we started in 3 communities. Now we're in well over 100, and it'll tell all the times and places where all of it is. And then if you scroll down later, you'll see all the shows. Now, I think you've heard me babbling enough. Let's get down to the good part of the show, the music, and let's take that away. Good.
Number 4. It's a complicated keyboard.
You are my sunshine.
Well, thank you.
My sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. The other night, dear, when I was sleeping, I dreamt I held you in my arms. When I awoke, dear, I was mistaken. So I hung my head and cried. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Please don't take my sunshine away.
Are you fine? It's a count.
Oh, dream when the feeling's through.
Well,
That they might come true. Things never are as bad as they seem. You'll find your share of memories there. So dream when the day is through. Dream that they might come true. Things never are as bad as they seem. So dream, dream, dream.
come on, Marilyn.
Dream when the day is through. And dream that they might come true. Things never are as bad as they seem. So dream, dream, dream.
Is that C?
When whippoorwills call and evening is nigh, we'll hurry to my blue heaven. Oh, a turn to the right, oh, a little white line will lead you to my blue heaven. You'll see a smiling face, a fireplace, a cozy room. Oh, a little nest that's nestled where the roses bloom. Just Molly and me, and baby makes three. We're happy in my blue heaven. You'll see a smiling face, a fireplace, a cozy room. Oh, a little nest that's nestled where the roses bloom. Just Molly and me, and baby makes three. We're happy in my blue heaven. We're happy in my blue heaven. Well, bye-bye blue, bye-bye blue. Bells ring, birds sing, the sun is shining. Don't you know there's no more pining? Just we two, smiling through. Don't cry. Don't sigh, bye-bye blues. Well, bye-bye blues, bye-bye blues. Bells ring, birds sing, the sun is shining. Don't you know there's no more pining? Just we two, smiling through. Don't cry, don't sigh. Bye-bye blue. Well, bye-bye blue. Well, bye-bye blue. What do you got there? Gonna do the pennies? Every time it rains, it rains. Oh, pennies from heaven. Don't you know each cloud contains oh, pennies from heaven? You'll find your fortune falling all over town. Be sure that your umbrella is upside down. Save them for a package of sunshine and flowers. If you want the things you love, you must have showers. So when you hear your thunder, don't run under a tree. There'll be pennies from heaven for you umbrella is upside down. Save them for a package of sunshine and flowers. If you want the things you love, you must have showers. So when you hear it thunder, don't run under a tree. There'll be pennies from heaven for you and me.
Don't you love them? Don't you love them? Right now, I want you to get up, raise your arms, and say, Yahoo! Yeah, we love them. You know, we're going to have them back from time to time because, you know, music, and this is old-time music, old-fashioned music. This is what we love, that's food for the soul. But you want to know something? You know what time it is now? I'm sorry to say we've come to the end of this glorious time, and I hope you've enjoyed it as much as we've enjoyed doing it. When you out there come to the end of your rope, you tie a knot and you hang on. You want to know why? Because the best is yet to come, and what we want you all to do this week is catch the spirit, because we love you. God bless you.